befriend somebody that literally had a Michael Myers mask and was advertising themselves as a stalker. And they told me that they use a stat counter, and so they were able to track people's IPs, and so anytime they made a post or uploaded a picture, they could immediately go and like it, and that was like their thing, right? And so that's important, okay? I talked to this person, supposedly they were from the Middle East. They were trying to get me to convert to Islam because I was a lost soul, and they were very, very, very concerned about my judgment day, which was ironic because the more I talked to them, they did open up to me. I mean, I don't know if that was real or not, but forever. Okay, and that's the thing also with all these profiles, like, they have real lives. It's not just like a fake picture. Okay, like they have like fake other social medias. They have like, one's like a fake like voice actor, one's like a fake like, I don't know, consult, like he owns his own business. But like my ex-boyfriend Lucifer is a web developer. Like he worked for Disney, like with animation and shit like that, you know, like he builds websites, he codes, he does all of this, and like he's the one that's gonna be able to pull this off. And also, here's the thing, all of these accounts that always reached out to me were always foreign. Like, so you can't really check into that, you know? You see this and you're like, okay, whatever. And again, I kind of just thought they were a fan, you know? So the third account, I do remember. Okay, so I'm starting to realize that all of these accounts have something in common where they all try to convert me. They all try to convert my religion and use like mind control. And so like, also, I called an old friend of mine at this time to like have them like do a background check into my ex. And I discovered that my ex was a pastor. That's news to me. What the fuck? But
Okay, news to me too, because I had no idea I was a pastor. Thank you to your friend, whoever did the background check, such a thorough job for uncovering some info I didn't even know about myself. That's really amazing. So thank you. Um, so I'm a pastor of a church, but I'm also masquerading as several different people from overseas, Middle East to be exact, who are trying to convert you to Islam. That makes sense. That is a pretty tricky thing. So let me back up. In June of 2024, this person who was a friend of mine, who is a tarot reader, came to me on Tumblr. I had her blocked on all social media, had no intention, no desire to speak with her, so she used an account that I didn't know about to reach out to me. She said that she had been cyberstalked and hacked, and that she felt like I can help her. She believed that Spirit, her guiding force from tarot, whatever you want to call it, said, hey, he can help you out. So despite my misgivings, against my better judgment, I thought if she does have something going on, and if something happens, it would bother me to know that she came to me and I turned my back on her. So I decided to try to help her. This was June 20th of 2024. By June 25th, I was already through trying to help her. Hey, good luck. Hope you figure it out. Because this was the pattern that honestly repeated for us for years, with me typically blocking her, ending communication, and she'd reach out through some other means. Okay, so she decided to not, it didn't end there. What she did do was turn it around on me and accuse me of being the one who operates these different accounts, that I am cyber stalking her, that I have hacked her network, her devices, that I'm a threat to her and her kids. She not only went online with it, but she went to the police and filed a police report, and then went to court and filed charges at her local court, who then sent a summons for me to come to North Carolina from California, where I've never been, to go to court. But also a arrest warrant was also issued for me as well. Yeah, predicated on a lot of things like this. Not even kidding. So just to recount, I'm a pastor that she didn't even know about. We've known each other since 2015, so quite a while. Never mentioned once about being a pastor. Now I'm also trying to convert her to Islam. through a variety of random accounts that are based in the Middle East. Makes sense. Critical thinking skills. This is actually pretty comical. So I had a friend do a background check on me because I was curious to know how she could even come up with that. So I had a friend do a background check on me, and it came back with some interesting links. You know, these background checkers aren't 100% because they're only going to look for information that's related to you in any kind of way. And it sure did. It brought it back a couple of links to a church that I've never heard of. So I was like, all right, well, let's see what she was talking about. So here's the church in question. And at this church, if you go to the staff of this church, because again, I'm a pastor. Remember, I'm a pastor. So let's just click this, go to the staff. About us, here we go. Okay, let's do that, about us. And let's go to our pastors, and there's the pastor. See the resemblance? Probably escaped you, huh? Yep, this guy is the pastor of a church that I am supposedly the pastor of. This Caucasian man with his Caucasian wife and his two lovely Caucasian daughters is the pastor. Oh, it didn't end there. It didn't end there. Like I said it would be comical, right? Critical thinking skills. Okay, so not only did that come back in a report that she ran, she took it to court. She absolutely included this in her statement at the court to substantiate her claim that I am cyberstalking her. On June 25th, I reached out to an old friend to ask them to run a report on a background check on Tony. I called them on the phone. My phone uses Wi-Fi calling. And we discussed what was revealed, which was that he is or was a pastor. This was news to me. Yeah. So she went to court, filed her charges with her local court, included this ridiculousness in her statement, when all it would have taken is 5 seconds for her to look at that and it's like, oh, that's not him. But she didn't do that. Again, critical thinking skills. She has none. So this is one of many of her statements, her ridiculous, groundless, false, erratic statements. But all of these ridiculous statements led up to me being arrested. I was one step away from losing my freedom for at least 60 days, based on complete and utter bull. This is one of those things. Incidentally, everything that's followed this initial statement, she's never included the pastor part again. I wonder why. More videos to come. And check out my video on Stat Counter so I can explain her obsession with my stat counter. Apparently, I have run a stat counter that tracks her every digital footprint. Yeah, check my video out. More videos to come.